Hey, what's going on? It's your boy, Kqkc, Boxing Channel. No, this is not about any types of fights or about fighters. It's about a different kind of fighter. A fighter of the number one killer among human beings. It doesn't matter what country you live in. It doesn't matter what neighborhood you live in. It doesn't matter if you're a male or female. It doesn't matter if you are a child or a newborn. And what I am referring to or talking about is the deadly disease called cancer. Cancer has hit many families. It had destroyed many lives. As I mentioned numerous times, this is my cause to support the cancer awareness program, particularly the American Cancer Society. And I do not care about going to fights. I do not care about interviewing fighters at this particular time. I don't care about getting all the fancy microphones and everything because I'm a new channel. And sure, I would like to build up my channel. Sure, I would like to keep the channel going, of course. But my number one goal is to contribute to my cause. Sure, a lot of other channels have causes, helmets for little kids, donate uniforms, coach Little League baseball or basketball. I mean, that's all good and dandy because a lot of kids do not have the father figure in their lives to do those things. And I commend the channels that do that. And I chose to do something about cancer. Now, everyone has a story to tell. I know. I have listened. I have went to certain classes that affected me personally. I have lost some close relatives and friends to cancer. I know you have heard of this. I know I have explained this on my father's side. Now don't get this twisted. My mother had lost a couple sisters to cancer also. But it really hit my father's family. My grandfather and grandmother had 13 children, boys and girls, and 3 girls and 10 boys. Now, my grandparents are passed away now, and along with 10 of their children. All 10 children died of cancer. Some could have been avoided, but wasn't caught in time. My father has prostate cancer. It's in remission, but we all know 70% of cancer that goes in remission normally comes back sooner or later. my Aunt Sarah, that what happened to her with breast cancer. They removed not one but both of her breasts. She was a thin, petite woman. And what she did was, she kept regular checkups. She was so petrified that not only did she do regular checkups every 6 months, as instructed by the doctor, the oncologist, but she did it every 3 months. But it still wasn't good enough. It came back, and it came back with a vengeance. It spread so fast, so quickly, that she went from 160 pounds all the way down to 45 pounds in no time. So she tried, but it just wasn't good enough. Chemotherapy, it helps. It helps a lot. Sometimes it helps so much that it put it in remission. But on the second hand, it doesn't help a lot. My father's cancer went into remission not because of chemotherapy, because he had the surgery. Now, let me remind you, men, that when you have prostate cancer, I understand you don't want the surgery because it does make you impotent. It does make you not be able to get an erection. And from a preacher that I know from Bloomington, Illinois, to my uncle, did not want that surgery for that simple fact. My uncle died 6 months later. Then I had an uncle that worked at the paper mill located in Camden, Arkansas. Sure, he smoked cigarettes, and he also worked at the sack mill, part of the paper mill. I don't know if anything got in his lungs besides cigarette smoke, but it took a toll on him. He died of cancer. I don't have time to go over the logistics, but it's important that we, as men, especially men that's over the age of 45, always have a prostate exam. You catch it in time, then you should most likely be okay. They say They say prostate cancer is the easiest cancer to beat. That's not true always. No, it's not. Now, what I will tell you is pancreatic cancer is the most aggressive cancer that's out to date. Once you find out, normally it's too late. You're already in stage 4. Now, I only knew one person in my whole life that lived after he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. Just one person. Everyone else died. Everyone else died not only in a year, not 8 months, but they died within 6 months. Cancer is a killer. That's my cause. I seen my father, my uncles go through so much pain that I just had to do something. It might not be much, but I took a vow that no matter what, I don't care if it's 50 cents, $1, $2, $5. I'm going to do what I can if I have to reach in my own pocket to keep this channel running, and also keep it running so I can produce, so I can support this cause. I never ever fully explained this cause, and I hope and pray that my subscribers will understand, or viewers, or whoever that ends up on my page or end up seeing this. It's very important. It's very important to men and women. I'm not going to get into the children. Most children that I've seen and visit is hit with leukemia. Why? I don't know. They're trying to figure that out now. But it breaks my heart. My kids are grown. I have 2 grandchildren, and they're in perfect health. But I visit the children's department at the University of Chicago, Lions Inn. They have like Children Wilders and Lion Inn and the University of Chicago. But if you can see the children, boys and girls with no hair, but sweet as pie, all you want to do is just hug them and give them a tight hug all day long, because they didn't ask for this. No one has asked for this. But I believe God gonna give us the power and the knowledge and know-how to cure this horrible disease. So, with that, that's all I have on this subject. I'm Kqkc Boxing. I will leave my email, my Gmail, my Twitter page, and my PayPal link in the description box. So, with that, that's all I have at this present time. Now, I will get back to my boxing videos. So I want everyone to have a pleasant and great weekend. Thank you for your time. Peace and love.